Okay, and okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead, right? So now that we've downloaded the remote desktop file, we're gonna need to run this file. So right now I'm just gonna show you, so you don't have to do this. So if I run this file, right, and I click connect, it's gonna ask me for a password. So the key pair that we downloaded a few seconds ago, that's what we're gonna need to enter this password. So what you're gonna do is click this icon over here, get password, okay? Once you click this, you have to essentially decrypt the password that was in the key pair. So the key pair associated with this instance was the one I created, my key pair 2. So once you click this button, browse over here, it'll open up your file explorer, make sure you're on your downloads folder, and then you can click your my key pair 2, okay? So this, when you open this, it should have a bunch of different things in here. Then you click decrypt password. And now you can see it should say it was successful, and then your password is over here. So let me know if you have any issues. Otherwise, you can just say that it's working. Okay. So now we're almost there. Now we're almost done. So what we're gonna do is copy this password. Click this button over here, and our password is copied. All right. Yes, Darshi. Yeah, I'll do the same thing for you just after I finish with Supreet, so that I just don't want to leave him. Yeah, I can help you. Okay. So once this password is copied, go to your file explorer, your downloads, and open your My Server one. Click connect, and then paste your password over here. All right. Supreet, it should look like this for you. And then once you've pasted this, you can click OK, click yes, and it'll say connecting to, and eventually you'll be brought to this over here. And this is your Windows 10 machine. This is from 2019. Should I put remember me? If you want, you can put that. You don't have to. So it'll take a while to load because this is a kind of low-end machine. Darshit, I can't hear you right now. I think it might be something with your mic. I can't hear you. Okay, perfect. Now, this is our basic Windows 10 machine, right? So this is running off Amazon server, right? And this is actually taking no toll on our computer at all. So this is completely running off the cloud, all right? If we go to our file explorer here, in our machine, not in our actual computer, in our virtual machine, if I click file explorer, I'm just gonna wait for it to load. It's kind of slow. If you go to this PC, you can actually see that Amazon gave us 30 gigs of free storage. Yeah, Darshit, I can hear you now. Actually, I heard something, but I'm not sure whether I can hear you anymore. But this is 30 gigs of free storage, right? This is a lot more than Drive gives us, right? And Drive only gives us, I think, around 15, right? This is giving us 30. So that's a lot of storage. Of course, Windows takes a few to run the operating system. If we used a more optimized OS, we would probably get a lot more storage. All right, but this is completely free and we're getting this on the cloud. All right, so this is our machine. You can play around with this if you want, Supreet. But that's gonna be pretty much it for today. But before you leave, right? I'm just gonna show you how to terminate the instance. It's important that you do this so that it's not running in the background. So to close it, you can click this button over here. Your remote session will be disconnected. Click OK. You'll be brought back to this page, right? Just let me know if you're here. Okay. And then you see this instances link right here. Click that. And you can see that my server one over here, the instance state is running. We need to get this to terminated. So click my server one, make sure it's highlighted in blue. And the instance state box over here, click this and click terminate instance. Terminate. And then it'll say successfully terminated. Once you reload, after a while, this instance state will show as terminated. So right now it's shutting down. And just let me know when it's terminated, and then I can let you go. I just want to make sure like your credit card doesn't accidentally get charged if it's running. As you can see, so mine is now terminated. So, okay, perfect. So that's going to be it for today. Let me just make sure there's nothing. Yep. So that's how you terminate your instance. If you ever want to start it again, you can follow those same steps, right? You know, the same steps over here. If you ever want to create a new instance, you can do that. Just make sure it is terminated at the end so that your card doesn't get charged. All right. Supreet, you are free to go. Darshita can now help. So basically, have another. Yeah. So this, we don't have a computer inside the computer. It's just running off of the cloud. Your screen is just basically mirroring. Mirroring what's running off of another server, right? So yeah, it's kind of what you said.
Could I share my screen so that you could guide me too?
Yeah, I can help you now.
Okay. So in order to sign up for an AWS account, it says root user email address, then
Yeah,
what
so
should I
just
like?
put in your home email, like whatever email you're using.
Um, okay, just give me a quick second. Let me go and ask my parents if they have an email or something.
Okay.
And now it's actually asking me like for personal details when it's asking like contact information.
Yeah, wait, contact information. Yeah, you'll need to
Um,
put in like your parents' phone number and like credit card. That's just because AWS needs like your information to register the
it's not
account.
asking me for a credit card. It's asking me like for city, state, something like that.
Yeah, you'll need to put that in so that it can connect you to the correct regional server.
Okay.
Eventually, it'll also ask for your credit card, so make sure you have that in. It won't be charged.
Wait,
It just
do we have to give our our city or our
yeah,
address?
you'll have to give that.
Okay. Um, always.
Darcy, just let me know if you like need any help. Yeah, so this is like you shouldn't share your screen on this. Just ask your parents to put in your information. Um, put in the credit card. Uh, don't share your screen so that
It's actually asking me to do a billing information.
yeah, you'll need to put that in for
So wait,
it.
in total it's for $5, right?
But no, that was so basically that's different from so AWS won't charge your card at all. The $5 that was just the registration fee for our personal thing so that if you like just to make sure you attend both classes, that has nothing to do with this.
Oh, Arnav,
Yeah.
uh, my parents are not at home right now, and I don't even know, like, their credit card or debit card information.
Oh,
So I don't know if we can, like, do it. I don't know if I can do it, unfortunately.
um, in that case, hmm, uh,
And
if you
and
want, yeah,
wait, what? If you want,
if you
you're
want,
saying.
I can just like share my screen and walk you through the steps, and then you can fill out the account information like yourself when your parents are home. Like you can ask them to help you out.
Okay, so, but I don't know if my parents would, like, pay for it, because when even if I was to speak to them about it, like, they would be saying
Uh,
that after it says we would not charge you for usage below AWS free tier limits. So due to that case, like, I don't know if they're gonna pay, like, due to the
there's
policy.
nothing to pay. It's not gonna charge your card at all. It's completely free.
Could you go and walk me through? I'll see if my parents would want to, like, give the billing information later.
All right, I can still walk you through, but if you want to be able to do this class, then you'll need to have that. Like if you're gonna join tomorrow, then you're um to do what we're gonna do, like you'll need to put it because you have to create an account. For now, I can just like share my screen and show you, but like on the flyer, I had it like pretty clear that you needed credit card. But right now I can just walk you through like how to do it.
Okay, you can go ahead.
All right, you can stop sharing.
Oh,
I'll share my screen. So I'll just go to the AWS homepage. If you were to create your account, this is what your homepage would look like. Here, I'll just walk you through from the beginning, just so that you can get like basic idea. So the cloud, so this class is all about the cloud and what the cloud is, benefits of the cloud, basically uh, the found the basics of the cloud, all right? So the cloud is simply a system of online servers that can store on-demand data, right? And a server can be thought of as a powerful computer running a program which holds and manages data for multiple end users. So so these servers are stored, not stored, but there are multiple servers in different regions across the world. So even if something happens to one server, it goes down, your data is still backed up on another server. So your data can never be lost in the cloud. And users such as us can access this data and share it from anywhere in the world as as long as the device has an internet connection. All right. So there are multiple devices in the cloud. The first one is storage and data. So the cloud has multiple server sites, as I mentioned previously, and all of these have the ability to collect, store, and analyze the amount of data from anywhere in the world. This global infrastructure is known as region and availability zones. Our region is Virginia. That's where their servers are situated. So the server that we're going to be connected to is the one in Virginia. But if that one ever goes down, we might be connected to like Ohio or another server in the United States. Next is our virtual desktop and software platform. So cloud computing companies such as Amazon Web Services host online software, and the virtual desktops allow users to access the software from any device they have with an internet connection. So like you can use your own personal computer or any device that is capable of connecting to the internet to access the cloud. And we have applications. So cloud computing companies offer multiple applications such as file storage, games, website creation, and blogs. So all of these things are pre-set up so that all you have to do is like upload your code and it handles like deployment, things like that. So everything is very quick in the cloud, right? With just a few clicks, you can have your entire website set up. So next we have the end user, and this is the person accessing the data. So for example, I am an end user because I'm using the cloud. Data in the cloud can be accessed by any mobile device or desktop computer as long as it has an internet connection. And as I mentioned previously, a server is a computer program managing user access to a central resource or service in a network. The cloud can launch a virtual server using a tool such as Amazon Instance EC2. Benefits of the cloud. So the cloud can be accessed by a wide range of people. That's one of the main benefits, is that the variety, not variety, but the range of people that the cloud can that the cloud is available to, and the cost. So the cost is very low as compared to if you were buying your own personal machine. You can host one off the cloud for a low cost, while also being able to transfer your data quickly. Applications can also be added and tested quickly with only a few clicks. So that's basically agility and efficiency. And then anything you create in the cloud can be shared easily anywhere in the world. And the cloud automatically backs up your data, installs security updates, and prevents data breaches. So it does all of this without also taking a toll on your own machine, because you're hosting it off a server somewhere else. So this part we're going to skip because you don't have an AWS account, but this is what it would look like if what your homepage in AWS would look like. What we're going to be doing is launching a virtual machine, and we're going to be hosting it off the operating system Windows, but it's going to be an older version of Windows from 2019 because we were using a free tier. All right, so you would click launch a virtual machine with EC2. Then it would bring you to this page, launch an instance, right? You would have to name our instance. I'm going to call it my server 2. It has to be unique name. So like I already had like my server and my server 1. So then I'm going to create my server 2. This is going to be the name of my instance. Next, we want to select our operating system. Over here, we can say Windows by Microsoft. I would have to click confirm changes. And then you can see over here, there's Microsoft Server 2019 base. So this is the free tier Windows that we're going to be running. Right, so we've selected our operating system, we've named it. Now we don't have to worry about the instance type. We're using a T2 Micro, and this is the free one. It's low end, but it should be, it is capable enough to run Windows. And then we have our key pair. So this is to be able to securely connect to your instance. Amazon needs you to have one on your computer. So what you're going to do is create a new key pair over here. You're going to name it. I'll call it test key pair. All right. And then make sure the format is .pem. Okay. Then we can click create the key pair. This will download a file onto your computer into your downloads folder. If you see over here in my downloads folder, I have this test pair.pem. So that is my key pair. You can leave everything else pretty much default. The network settings are all default. The storage is default. We don't need to click advanced details, and then we can click launch instance. This will eventually launch the instance, as you can see over here. Successfully initiated launch of instance. Instance is launched. Now, Amazon already handles the deployment, right? So this doesn't take a toll on our own computer. This is all happening off the cloud. So if you can see over here, we have my server 2. This is currently pending. This is the one I just created. Well, the instance state pending means it's starting, all right? So I'm going to wait for this to get to running. And then the status check will also eventually pass 2 out of 2 checks. But first we have to wait for this to get to run. Okay, as you can see here, this has turned, this has,
Went running.
Yeah, all right. So once it's running, we are going to select this on the left. we have to select this instance. And now we have to connect this to our server, okay? So now that we have this here, we have to click connect. And if the default will show you that we weren't able to connect to your instance, but what you would have to do is click RDP client, remote desktop protocol. So this essentially downloads a file onto your computer that you can run to connect to your server, all right? So what you'd have to do is click download remote desktop file. Just like the key pair, this will also be downloaded into your downloads folder of your file explorer. As you can see over here, I have my server too. Okay. Now we need to actually get our password. So I'm just gonna show you, like, if I were to
So,
run this server, yeah, you
so
gotta,
you go back to get your password from like, a file, which was my server too, something like that.
what happened? Could you repeat that?
To get your password, don't you like, have to attach a file to like, get
Yeah,
it?
you have to attach your key pair that we previously downloaded, right?
Yeah.
So if we could connect, it's gonna ask us for an administrator password, right? So what we'd have to do is click get password. It says we have to wait 4 minutes after launching the instance. So we're gonna have to wait a few minutes until this is ready. Um, I'll just wait for this. Um, right, I'll wait until like 12:11. It
It's
means
actually
that,
12:12. It's 12:12, right? Because 4 minutes would be like around 12:12, not 12:11.
yeah, but I also started it like earlier, so it should be it should be up by around like, a few minutes. Um, Status check initializing.
Indirect.
So if you actually scroll down, we have all our details here in case you want to look at that. We have our IPv4 addresses, all of these different things. But we don't need to worry about that. Okay, this is ready now. So it's been 4 minutes since I launched the instance, and now we can decrypt the password. So we're going to browse our file explorer. We can see over here, we have our test key pair.pen. This is the most recent one that I downloaded that we just created. It's going to have all this different numbers and letters in here,
Yeah.
and we're going to decrypt the password. So now this is going to be the password that we'll have to use. Right? We're going to copy this. And paste it in here. And then we click yes. And then you can see here that it's connected to now our Windows machine is running off the server, right? So this is
So
completely fine.
you're right now connected to Virginia servers.
Yeah, correct. Because those are the servers closest to us. So we're on the East Coast, so we're connected to Virginia. If you were like in the Middle East, you'd probably be connected to Ohio. Um, Even we can actually be connected to Ohio if we wanted, but that would just mean like more ping, slower internet. So we want the fastest we can get, so we're connected to Virginia.
I see. So
Now
now,
that's the basic like Windows 10 machine. This is from 2019. If you go to your file explorer, you can check the storage, the free storage that it gave you. This PC, we have 30 gigs of free storage. Windows takes 13, but we still have a lot of storage.
okay.
So this is basically our virtual machine. Of course, if we used a more optimized machine, like if we use like Linux, Amazon Linux, that would be a lot better to
But
run it.
instead, we're using Windows for it to be more familiar to other
Yeah,
people.
correct. Okay, so that's basically how you launch a virtual machine and how to get it running off the cloud. Now I'm just going to show you like how to terminate it. So to disconnect, you click the X and click OK.
I don't see the X symbol because it's like no.
Hmm?
I just don't see it.
Oh, well, you'd see it if you created your own. It's very clear, there's like an X on top.
I
But
see.
okay, so then you go back to your instances tab. You can see here we currently have my server 2 as running. We're going to select that, go to instance state, and click terminate instance. And click this terminate button. It'll say successfully terminated. Right now it's
So,
running.
so wait, what would happen if it's terminated? Would it mean like no, it's not working anymore, or it's
If you
deleted?
terminate it, that means it's no longer running. So then it's not like running in the background when you don't need it. So you
Are
just
you
like
allowed to like wait? Are you allowed to like like make it run again if it's terminated?
yeah, you can make it again. Just make sure that you like terminate it eventually so that like it doesn't charge your card.
I see. So wait, if I only terminated, so when you said a card, like you mean my credit card, right?
Yeah, so it's not even supposed to be charging your card in the first place because we selected free tier. We just want to make sure that in case like anyone selected anything other than free tier, then we terminate it. So even if that was the case, then it wouldn't charge the card either way. But it shouldn't charge the card even if it was running, but we just terminate it just in case.
Okay,
So that's how to basically stop the install.
I see.
So that's going to be pretty much it for today. When you're joining tomorrow, try to like, have your parents create your account beforehand. Um,
Okay.
all right. Any other questions?
Not really, but it will for the billing information. So how many months or days is the free trial for? Is it 12 months?
It lasts for 1 year, but as long as you used free tier in the first place and terminated all your instances, then it shouldn't charge your card. So at the end of the class, we'll make sure everyone's instances are terminated.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I'll
Okay.
see. I guess I'll see you tomorrow if my parents like no pay for it.
Yeah. See you. Have a great day.
You too.